Hey everybody, let's get ready to make some hamburger buns. We're using the KitchenAid today to make life easier. And let's get the ingredients together. Let's work on getting all of our ingredients into our bowl. We are starting with 1 cup of milk, a half a cup of water, 2 tablespoons of melted butter, one tablespoon of active yeast. This is a teaspoon, so I'm going to put 3 of them in there. And it calls for 2 tablespoons of honey. I'm not going to measure out the honey, I'm just going to do an eyeball. All right, let's give this all a good stir. All right, we'll let that sit for 5 minutes. The only other ingredient we need is some flour, so let's get that measured out while we're waiting for the yeast to proof. The recipe calls for 3.5 to 4 cups of flour. I find with this recipe, I would use closer to the 4 cups. So when I am measuring with cups versus grams, I do like to loosen the flour, just so it's not so compacted. There's 2 cups. Three cups, and let's just go with the 4, knowing that that's generally what it ends up usually taking. All right, there's our 4 cups of flour. We will just wait for our yeast to proof, so a couple more minutes, and we'll put it all together. We can't forget to add our 1 teaspoon of salt. Bread without salt is not yummy. All right, there we go. Like it's ready to have the flour added, so let's get that done. This is the flour and the salt together. Let's get the dough hook attachment, and let's knead this. Slow at first so we don't put flour everywhere. And this will knead for 4 or 5 minutes. 1 more minute of kneading, and then this will sit for 20 or 30 minutes to rise. All done. I'm going to give it a little spray so it doesn't dry out while it's rising. Alright, pick it up, flip it over, and we will cover this up, and we'll see you back in 30 minutes. The dough has been sitting for about 20 minutes. Let's get it shaped so it can do its second rise. This is supposed to make 12 buns, and this is 1,066, so I need to do some math and divide the 1,066 by 12. These hamburger buns need to be 88 grams each. 88 on the dot. Left us with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, so I'm going to get these shaped in a ball shape, and we're going to get them on a cookie sheet and let them rise for another 15-20 minutes. We'll get these put on the cookie sheet and we'll let them rise. So I've made this recipe as bread, I've made them as dinner rolls, and also hamburger buns. This recipe is pretty versatile. The only thing, if you're not going to make dinner rolls and you're going to make hamburger buns, you want to give them a good smash down. So that way they aren't super thick and they'll be hamburger shape. And to make them a little bit more hamburger-like, we're going to sprinkle some sesame seed on the top. I'm going to cover these up with a towel and let them rise for 20-30 minutes or until they've doubled. Let's check the hamburger buns and see how they're doing. All right, I would say that they have doubled in size, so let's get these in the oven. $15-20 minutes in the oven and they'll be done. The hamburger buns are done. Let's get them out of the oven. Those are beautifully golden brown. Let's get these off the cookie sheet so they stop cooking and they can start cooling. Looks like my cooling rack is running out of space. Let me work them. Perfect. There they are. We are going to put a towel over them to help keep them a little softer, helps trap in some of the steam as they cool down, so that way they don't have a crusty top. Let's cut into one of these hamburger buns and see what the inside looks like. They're still pretty warm. Now it's just time to go make the cheeseburgers. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching.